Okay, good morning, everybody. I'm using this mic not for you guys, but for Facebook and YouTube. We're on there. My name's Terry Bush, and I'm the Communications and Marketing Coordinator for Pioneer Tech. Brooke is gone, so she said, Terry, would you please do this? And I said, yes, of course I will. And so we're glad that you're here. I'm going to read the part that she told me to read because I didn't memorize it, but she's got it memorized. The purpose of 1 Million Cups is for entrepreneurs to share their story and is designed to educate, engage, and inspire other entrepreneurs in the community over a cup of coffee. And so that's why we're here. And I want to introduce Seth Miller to you. Seth is the owner of Go Lightly Chiropractic and the Revolution Welness, which he was telling me about, and I'm sure he will tell you more about it. And of course, this is going to be a quick intro, and then we're going to ask him questions as usual. But we're so glad that you're here. And welcome, Seth.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Dr. Seth Miller. The reason I got into chiropractic is I actually had a chiropractor help me. I got in a pretty bad car wreck and was unable to stand up straight or walk normally for about a month. And I go to an MD, and I'm not saying the MDs can't help us, they definitely can, but the only solution was pain medication and icing. Well, after a month, I still couldn't stand up straight or walk normal, so I ended up going to a chiropractor when, basically I didn't even know what they were, and I also didn't believe in them. I honestly thought that they were snake oil, and I was like, whatever. So I had a friend say, hey, you need to definitely come in here and see what they can do. What other choice do you have? And I said, well, I really don't have any other choice. So what I ended up doing is going in, and they did a full workup on me, did x-rays, saw some stuff, some joints that were misaligned and not properly moving. And then they went ahead and started doing adjustments. So it took about 10 adjustments for me to feel about 80% better, and probably about 15 to 20, somewhere in that range, to get 100% better. So that's the whole purpose that I actually became a chiropractor, is because of what they did for me. I was actually finishing my master's in counseling psychology at that time and was going to be a counselor, and literally changed the entire trajectory of my life because I wanted to be able to help people and help people quit hurting and be able to live the best life that they possibly can. I've been in practice now for 12 years. I practiced for a year and a half in Johns Creek, Georgia. And then I moved to Ponca City in 2015, practiced at the Ranch Wellness Center for about 2 years, and then decided to open my own clinic in May of 2017. And I've had my own clinic since that time. We offer several things it's not just chiropractic. So I do a lot of different things. I adjust not just the spine, I adjust extremities as well. That could be elbows, wrists, shoulders, knees, ankles, feet, whatever is ailing people. Where it's a joint that is movable, I can usually get it to move, and it usually will fix the problem. I do offer referrals if it is something that we need to refer out. I can order MRIs, CTs, blood work, UAs, anything of that nature to find out what's going on with my patient, and then I can make the proper referrals if it's something that is outside my scope of practice. So I try to help people. It doesn't matter what's going on with my patient. All I care about is making sure that they get the best health care that they possibly can. And sometimes that's not chiropractic. I wish it was every time, but it can't always be that way. We do offer also, on the Revolution Wellness side of things, we offer Clean Eats meals. They're healthy frozen meals that you can put in the microwave. They take a very short amount of time, usually about 3 minutes, and they're made by chefs, and they're flash frozen so that food is fresh, like it just came out of the pan when you microwave it. We do offer a Relax Well pod as well. What it does is it allows infrared light therapy to heal and oxygenate tissue in the muscle, and it really helps people heal quicker by pushing that oxygen into the muscle and allowing it to heal faster. One of my biggest things is I want to see as many people as I possibly can. I want to help as many people as I possibly can before I retire, and I don't see me retiring anytime soon, but I want to be able to help as many people as possible. What was done for me, I want to be able to do that for other people too. I want people that are suffering, they're in pain, they can't move. I want them to be able to live life to the fullest without pain being part of that. We would like to grow. Two things that we are looking into in the future is hyperbaric chambers as well as cryo chambers to help push even more oxygen into the body. And then the cryogenic chambers actually help greatly with reducing aging in cells and allows people to be more vital and move a lot better and recover a lot better from injuries. So chiropractic was founded in 1895 by a guy named D.D. Palmer. He had studied anatomy and tinctures and different arts of healing, magnets and just everything, trying to figure out what he could do to improve the quality of human life and to ease suffering in people. Most people don't know this. The first chiropractic adjustment restored a man's hearing. That's how the D.D. Palmer founded chiropractic in 1895. Harvey Lillard was his janitor. Harvey said he had an injury to his neck, and he said that he's felt a lump in his neck ever since that injury, and he lost the hearing in his right ear. So Dee feeling down his neck, and he's like, "What's this?" And he's like, "What's what?" He's like, "That." He's like, "Well, that's not sitting where it should be." He goes, "You want me to put it back?" And Harvey's like, "Sure." So he takes his thumb and shoves it back to the center, and Harvey's hearing came back. So that's how it was all founded. And that's one of the things that chiropractic can do for people. Traditional medicine sometimes fails in that aspect. You have a child that has repeated ear infections. If you continue to take them and put them on antibiotics, it will clear up that infection. Then the infection comes back. So then you ask why. Well, when babies are born, their eustachian tubes are flat. So as we grow, they take a downward angle and allow them to drain. Well, with chiropractic, if you can adjust C1 and the occiput right here, you can allow that fluid to drain down, and then the child doesn't get the repeated ear infections anymore. I've seen a lot of different things in chiropractic get healed. I had a lady that was having seizures daily, 60 to 70. She was on Medicare and Medicaid at the age of 40. She no longer has those anymore. We took x-rays, found out that her C6, C7 were pushing into her spinal cord, and after seeing that, I just moved them back where they belonged, and she doesn't have that anymore. So there are a lot of things that chiropractic can do and fix, and if it can't fix it, I'll get you to who can fix it. So that's a good thing. Let's see, try to think of, I was going to talk also about x-rays. I x-ray, unless they are a small child with no trauma or they are a pregnant female, I x-ray everyone. There is a purpose to that. One, I need to be able to see what we're treating. We need to see what bones are misaligned, which bones aren't moving. But I've also found cancer or bone weakening diseases or aneurysms on x-rays. So I have some people that say, I don't want x-rays, I'm not doing it. I go, that's okay. You can go somewhere else. But I would want someone to know what's going on with me. I mean, I wouldn't want a surgeon putting a blindfold on and attempting surgery on me. That would be kind of scary. Another thing that is really, really important to me is making sure that patients feel welcome, they feel comfortable in our office, and that they understand what is going on and how the process works. Because some people are absolutely terrified. They've heard stories, I heard about a lady that had a stroke. In all actuality, this is one thing that I definitely want to bring up because some people are worried about that. At one point, strokes, and it may still be, was the third leading cause of death in the U.S. So you have people that come in, they have pain in the neck, they go in, they get adjusted, they go home, and they have a stroke. So they were on their way to having a stroke. It presented as neck pain because of the artery in the neck that was clogged. And then they say, oh, the chiropractor caused it. And they actually found in the Journal of American Medical Association that your chances of having a stroke from a chiropractic adjustment are 1 in 250 million. So your odds are about the same as winning the lottery, which aren't real good, unfortunately. Let's see, also chiropractic. A lot of people don't know this, so I want to share this with you. Most people think that as a chiropractor, you go to chiropractic school, you learn how to adjust, and that's all you do. And that's not true. You go through primary care physician school, you have to do an entire year of cadaver dissection. You have to learn histology, embryology, osteology, every ology that has to do with the body. We take biochemistry. I took 16 radiology courses. So when people go, oh, well, I need to go see my real doctor, I'm like, well, I am a real doctor. I just treat the body in a different way than they do. And that's okay, because sometimes you do need pain medicine. Sometimes you do need surgery. Do I think that should be the first route every time? No, absolutely not. If you can heal naturally, why not heal it naturally? But if that's what you have to have done, then that's what has to be done. Ash. Yep. So, do what? I'm sorry.
Want to take questions?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take questions. Absolutely.
Questions? We're so cool. We're so techy.
Awesome.
So I visited your new facility on Grand, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
So how's it going in your new location?
Very busy. So yeah, we are extremely busy, which is wonderful. It's been a huge blessing to be able to be there on Grand and to have a historic building. From what I was told on the abstract, that E.W. Marlin at one time owned that building and may or may not have lost it in a poker game. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So your nervous system controls everything in your body. From your psychological system, your endocrine system, that is what controls everything. So if you have nerves that are being pushed on or that are having applied pressure to them, you're not going to have the proper function of your nervous system. So the different things that come in, serotonin, your neurotransmitters, those aren't going to be functioning correctly, and therefore your body won't be able to be at ease. So what chiropractic does is remove that interference and allow the nervous system to function fully, and you'll see those people be able to relax and actually get back to where a more homeostatic, I guess you'd say, state. So it basically removes that interference and allows the nervous system to become calm.
I've heard that chiropractic care can help with like sinuses and allergies and sinus infections. Is that true?
Absolutely. I had a 2-year-old patient come in and see me. She was getting repeated ear infections and just had green, runny snot all the time. And it's the same thing. We'll adjust C1, and that will allow the sinuses to drain. And then also we can adjust the sinuses directly to get that stuff that's gunked up in there and it's not moving, and actually tap directly on those sinuses and get that stuff broken up to where it can actually move out.
What's the youngest patient you've ever seen, and what's the oldest patient you've ever seen?
Great question. So youngest patient was 2 days old, and my oldest patient was 96. So a lot of times I'll explain this. Why people ask, why would a 2-year-old need chiropractic care? Well, a lot of times the birth process is extremely traumatic, especially if it's a C-section. They may go pulling on the kid's head, pulling them out, yanking them, twisting them, that kind of stuff. And we just want to make sure that everything is aligned and put into place so that their nervous system is functioning fully. And then obviously the 96-year-old, they love to come in just to be able to mobilize those joints, because when joints quit moving, they become painful and you start having problems.
She asked my question.
Chiropractic care good for pregnant women?
Absolutely. So one of the things is I see a lot of pregnant patients because at about 13 weeks, a hormone called relaxin kicks in, and their pelvis likes to start going crazy places, and it usually goes out of alignment. They'll start having a lot of problems with their hips or having pain running down and end up with pseudo sciatica due to the hips moving out of position. So I'll usually on pregnant women, once they hit that time, if they start having, about 13, 14 weeks, start having problems with the pelvis, then we'll start adjusting it usually once a week just to get that stuff back. But it's absolutely beneficial for them. Yeah, so the what it does, basically, if you can get the nervous system, a lot of times allergies are, obviously they are an overreaction of your, your immune system to something that it perceives as being a foreign invader, which is actually something that's natural. So if we can get the nervous system to calm down through those adjustments, then the nervous system won't recognize those things as foreign invaders and won't overreact to it. Also with the sinuses, like with Eric, I was explaining to him, we can tap along the frontal and the maxillary sinus cavities and get those things to start draining and get them loosened up. Yes, ma'am.
What can our community do to support you?
Well, one of the things is that I really press this issue. No matter where people are and no matter who they go to, I want people in chiropractic care. Whether they come to me or they go to any other chiropractor in Ponca City or Blackwell or Tulsa, I just want people somewhere getting chiropractic care. This is another thing that I've heard a lot. Well, if you go to the chiropractor, you have to keep on going. I'm sure you guys have probably heard that. That is not true. If you go to the chiropractor, you want to keep on going because the way that people feel once their body's aligned, it just makes all the difference in the world because once things are back where they should be, you feel like $1 million. And that's one thing that I want to be able to do for people. And I don't, like I said, I don't care where people go. I'm just one person. There's no way that I could see the entire population of Ponca City, let alone Kay County, by myself. So I just want people in care no matter where they are.
Okay, I know Seth has to get back to his patients, so let's give him a hand for being here today. We're just going to get a quick picture of you.
Sure.
And then thanks for being
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, awesome.